rambling number 2. Sorry that I haven't gotten a full-size podcast going yet. I've been under the weather, and work's been swamping me, and life stuff has been happening, so that's kind of why that hasn't happened. Let's see, what stuff do I want to talk about today? At some point, we didn't end up doing a reaction to it, but I would like to do a spoiler review for Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Maddie and I finally watched it, and we really enjoyed it. There were some specific parts I really enjoyed, but I will get into that in a different rambling or full podcast or other video. But yeah, that's the news. I got to see that, and planning the second Sonic movie here shortly, which is another thing I've been meaning to see and haven't seen yet. So I'll do reviews on that. I think for now it's probably going to be more review stuff, less reaction stuff, at least on the full scale of what Maddie and I think about stuff. There might be some reactions I do by myself. It's just that a lot of the time when we end up doing reactions, it's like time we don't want to spend on camera. Well, not so much the reaction part of it. Let me rephrase that. When we actually go down and sit down and watch a movie, whether it's a new one or an old one, it's kind of that time we don't want to spend on camera. It's sort of our together time. And although eventually I do want to start doing reactions with her, and she likes the idea, it's just right now is not the time. But quite a few of the reactions I'm going to be doing are going to be retro reactions anyway. Stuff that I haven't seen in a while, like when I start reacting to old episodes of like Star Trek and Stargate. I've seen them all, but or at least the vast majority of them. When we get to Star Trek, as far as the older episodes, I have not seen every episode of the animated series that followed up the 1960s original series. So, and of course I haven't got up to date with all the new ones yet. But yeah, there's kind of where I stand on that, just because things just haven't been either working out time-wise or just working out in general. We've had other stuff on our plates to need to do. I've been struggling to edit and keep on my schedule. I know that the schedule's all screwed up, and I'm sure this won't be coming out until Monday at least. I don't even remember if the Rambling episode... Well, I think the Rambling episode got up. But yeah, I'm going to try to be better about doing stuff. Just please be patient with me. Trying to come up with ideas for content on Patreon, because I could really use some content going up there right now. Because things are going sideways right now, and I really wish I had bucked up and set up a Patreon sooner, so I had been able to, upload stuff there. But I'm trying to come up with some ideas, and I'm gonna try to stream some more. Like I said, I would have streamed over these last couple of weeks, but then between life stuff happening and everything going into chaos, and just the fact that I was not feeling good these last couple of weeks, my days off, which I was planning to spend a little bit of streaming, recording, what have you, just turned into a mess. So, sort of what happened on that front. But yeah, I'm hoping to get more content going up, especially on the vlog channel. I'm wanting to get at least one non-podcast video a week up on the vlog channel eventually. I know there's not been a lot of vlogging on there, but we'll see if I change that up. I'm not expecting any grand change-up, but I do want to do some more live-action content when I can. I was going to do model stuff, and then I had to set that aside because I need the glue and I need the paint, and I just can't do that right now. But yeah, I don't want to make this too short of an episode, but I'm also realizing that I don't have a lot to talk about, which is part of the reason why I didn't do a rambling last week. It's because I just couldn't find anything I really wanted to talk about. It's difficult doing these ones on my own, but I'm trying to make interim stuff in the meantime. Maybe the first video that we'll do that'll go up on Patreon might be the full spoiler review of Multiverse of Madness, but I'm not going to guarantee that. I do want to put some stuff up on the Patreon though. Sorry. I might do some like archive footage or something like that. I have to figure out whether or not I can upload that directly through Patreon or whether I have to put that as a unlisted YouTube video. But I'll figure that out. But yeah, you guys let me know if you guys want to see some dev stuff that I'm going to be doing on Cracking the Crackback. Because I don't know if that's something you guys want to see, and whether or not you'd like to see it on Twitch or YouTube. Because if I do that, I'm probably going to live stream it, maybe. When I'm trying to write recipes, that's easier. So I haven't totally abandoned Enigmatica, but there's a lot of grindy work to do on it, and my passion for it has kind of declined a little bit, especially since the server's back up. And we have kind of taken a slight hiatus on the server. Nobody's really been playing that much very recently. Except for me, prepping a super secret project that I hope I haven't talked about yet because I am still prepping it. Nobody on the server even knows where I'm building it yet, so it's a bit hush-hush. Although I probably will make a video concerning it before long, if I haven't already and forgotten about it. But if I have, it's definitely in the editing queue, and a couple of those videos that I still need to edit are a couple months behind. There's a few videos that are, the raw footage is like 3 hours long, so I have to cut it down and sort of sort it out. There's a lot of Portal stuff that I need to cut down still. I think I have 3 or 4 more hour-long sessions that I did with Xone, with Maddie third wheeling. So there's still a bit of content there to go through. But yeah, there's more Cracking the Crackback coming. There's more. Most of it's Minecraft and Portal. More modded revival, DW coming. Also, sorry if you can hear my blinker in the background. There's some other stuff I've been wanting to start doing. I want to get Paper Mario properly underway. I want to get back to Super Mario World. Kirby seemed to prove pretty good for the short streams, so I may keep the format I've got going for Kirby. because I've been managing just to do a couple doors at a time and do little half-hour streams with it. And it's not a bad setup that I've got going on. I'm also trying to figure out how to do some fancier stuff with OBS, like making chat pop up on screen. Although, as useful as that is to me, since I'm doing everything on a laptop at the moment, or as useful as it is to like the VOD or whatever, since I'm doing everything on a laptop at the moment, it kind of takes away from me, because either I'll get the latency of the screen recording to have to deal with if I'm actually going to watch it, and then like windowed mode on a game and everything like that, or the more likely issue is just that although it'll capture, I'll still have to like read it on a separate device. I wish that they would make that easier in the YouTube Studio app. Just to be like, oh hey, you can open up your chat here. But I don't have an auxiliary monitor out of storage at the moment, and even if I did, I don't know that my laptop has the correct setup to be able to do it the right way at the moment, like the cord connectors or anything like that. So I guess time will tell on that, but I'm trying to sort things out. I haven't had a lot of time to do it, and the time I have had to do it, I've had 30 other things to do at like most times, so it's been one of those things. But yeah, I guess I can throw this out there. If anybody is interested, I'm going to be opening up my own Discord. It's not the CubesCraft Discord. For members of my channel, or for subscribers to my channel. I'll have to figure out setting it up, the VIP stuff for like people who subscribe on Twitch or whatever, but I haven't streamed on Twitch in so long, I'm not even able to monetize yet, so I'm not super worried about that at the moment. But I will try to figure out a way to make it so there's some special VIP something or other for patrons. But that may take a week or two to get set up after I've set up the Discord. But one of the things that I would like to do is that I play a game called Star Trek Online. It's free to play. I believe Cryptic Games owns them now. It is a MMO Star Trek game, and I would love for it to get a lot more attention. If you guys are fans of Star Trek, like MMOs, but have not yet played this game, I invite you guys all to play the game, and I will also be setting up stuff in the Discord, like if I'm wanting to do a thing that requires a group, maybe there could be like a whole channel where there's like people hopping voice chats and stuff, and you guys could actually be in a recording with me. I plan to start recording on it. I may not always record while I'm playing it, so do keep that in mind. But yeah, so that's something I wanted to bring up, and that will also apply for when I'm planning to do mini games on Minecraft, or if I'm planning to play a game that can be joined on a more public scale, then it would be something that I would probably announce in that Discord, as well as I'm going to try to integrate it so that whenever I go live, it can tell you. I know there's a bot for that. I just need to check it out and figure out how to set it up. As well as maybe when there's new videos that it might tell you there as well. I'm not sure about that one, because anybody who's subscribers will also know to look at the YouTube channels. But yeah, so that's just a thought I've been thinking about for a few weeks now, and thinking about how I might implement. But yeah, I don't really have a lot else to say for this episode. But I hope you guys enjoy all my content. If you do, make sure to slap that like button, lets me know that you did. And don't forget to support the channels and everything I do over on Patreon, patreon.com/CubeXenoLP. For those of you who can't spell very well and don't see the link in the description or at the bottom of the screen, because a lot of the time I put it at the bottom of the screen, that is patreon.com, which is COM, for those who don't know how to spell .com, /CUBXENOLP. So, yeah, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and hope to record another one of these soon. I will catch you guys later. Let's go and chill them out. I'll see you when I see you. Peace!